Give all praise, honor, and glory to Shalawam, rawchaa, qadash. Double honors to the elders, apostles, and bishops, a great millstone who teach and who rule well. I'm just going to get right into it. This one concerning the mark of the beast. Starting over at Revelations chapter 13, verse 12. I'm gonna have to be quick because I got a camera coming in, but until then I only got about 10 to 15 minute window. So I'm just gonna touch base on the mark of the beast because we're definitely in that time right about now. Revelation chapter 16 or chapter 13 verse 16, and it reads, and he causeth all, both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, to receive, what the fuck, to receive, to receive a mark in their right hand or in their forehead. So basically, you know, Elon Musk so-called falling out with Donald Trump. That doesn't take away from the fact that he has tried to, you know, Donald Trump came into his presidency, his second term this year with a staff full of technocracy. You know, yeah, Dr. Oz, his faggot ass, he's supposed to be in charge of shit. He was talking about doing the Michael C. hit back in 2005 on his TV show Dr. Oz. You got RFK Jr., who's the head of the health aspect of it. But that chip, Elon Musk, he ran a trial run last year down in Florida, claiming that a paraplegic or a quadriplegic, that's someone paralyzed from the neck down, had a successful chip implant to where they can think, you know, things to, you know, anything that's hooked up to technology. He can think it to have it, you know, open doors and close doors and shit. So that's still on the table in the itinerary of the powers that be, even though they had a quote-unquote falling out a couple weeks ago. So that's still the case. All right. So those days are coming, and you know the jab was a precursor to that, which shows that the jab that the mark of the beast is that RFID chip, because those jabs are leaving bad sores too. Now, even though it's not the mark of the beast itself, it's a precursor, and it's along the lines, the gradualism line that Esau has to globally chip everyone. And if you look at the statistics, those jabs are leaving some bad sores. The woman who was a chef, she's 53 years old. She just got the jab about 2 or 3 weeks ago, a booster, and in less than a month, it killed her. She just died earlier this week. She's a famous Edomite chef woman. She was only 53 years old, and she got that booster shot, dude. She's gone. She died. Okay, so that shows that, you know, it's gonna leave. If this leaves a bad sore and it's killing people left and right, how much more will the RFID chip? They might put some cyanide in that shit, some poison. I've been doing some research on the jab, and part of the things that they put in that jab is snake venom or spider venom. They put HIV/AIDS in there. They put graphene oxide in it. Like, it's not good, man. I unfortunately got the jab twice, and I'm back in 2021, and I cannot believe I'm through the grace of Yahweh rawchaa, I still live, man. Okay, we're gonna go to Revelation 3 and 17 real quick. It's Revelation 3 and 17. And that no man might buy or sell save he that had the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So, you know, that's basically what they have in technocracy, where they want to be able to keep people, control on people, and keep them under wraps of where they're going in the whole nine with this micro C hip. If you ever watched The Price is Right, even back when Bob Barker was on The Price is Right, he used to say, right around about 2002, 2001, he would always at the end of the show say, have your pet spayed or neutered or chipped. So that shows you they're already chipping animals. They already look at us like cattle. Like the small hatters call us goyim. So, you know, they look at us no different. All right, this is Revelation chapter 14, verse 9 through 11. And the third angel followed him, saying with a loud voice, If any man worship the beast and his image, and receives his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of the Most High. Which is like pretty much, like I said, getting that jab is like them, you know, it's what's not the mark of the beast itself, but their practice makes perfect. And they're trying to get us used to, you know, relying on them and looking to them for all help. Even though the Most High gave us an immune system to fight off germs and stuff. So if we forego the Most High and take that jab, then we get everything we deserve. You know, I hope that the Lord have mercy on me and not put the spirit on me to take that mark, because I don't want to personally, but you know, there's the powder, which is the Most High, not have power over the clay. I just hope He has mercy on me. All right, so 9:11, and so what does it say? It says, and if any man worship the beast in his image and receive his mark in his forehead or in his hand, the same shall drink of the wine of the wrath of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which is poured without mixture into the cup of his indignation, and he shall be tormented with fire and brimstone in the presence of the holy angels and in the presence of the Lamb. And that's when them thermonuclear missiles, ICBMs, are shot from all other countries all over the world, and they come hit this place and then destroy it. Okay, I'll do a video later on of some items that I take that are making me get healthier and better too, Lord willing. Okay, verses 11, Revelation 14 and 11. And the smoke of their torment ascendeth up from forever and ever, and they shall have no rest day nor night, who worship the beast in his image, and whosoever receiveth the mark of his name. So no matter what, do not take the chip. Pray to God that you won't take it. All right, it's going to be Revelation chapter 20 and verse 4. And I saw thrones, and they sat upon them, and judgment was given unto them. And I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Yahushua and for the word of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua, which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, neither had received his mark upon their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Yahushua 1,000 years. So, you know, you're already catching hell in the society, and I hope the Lord gives me the spirit to do that, where I reject the mark of the beast and his image. And for those of us who get martyred and killed for it, for rejecting them in their bullshit mark and their satanic ways, we may be killed. Not all of the elect will be killed, but some will be martyred. And for those who are martyred, they will receive their crown. And like it says here, they will live and reign with Yahushua for 1,000 years. You know, they'll be made men, the men of the Lord. Okay? So Revelation chapter 22, verse 14. Blessed are they that do his commandments, and that they may have the right to the tree of life and may enter through the gates into the city. So part of keeping the Lord's commandment in this day and age, where we're in the grace period, so to speak, where we're transitioning from the first covenant to the second one, is believing that Yahweh Bashem Yahushua is God, and his sons, who is Yahushua, is our Savior. And that he came and he died for our sins, he did walk the earth, and that you should not, and that the mark of the beast, of the RFID chip, is the mark of the beast, and not to take it. That's part of the commandment. We can't keep the law, statutes, and commandments to the best of our ability, because we're living in this chains of darkness, and the heathens have this, you know, the world civilization configured in a way to where we can't keep all the law, statutes, and commandments with all the poison and everything, and all the food and all the beverages and stuff. But that doesn't take away from the fact that we have to try the best of our ability to acknowledge the law, statutes, and commandments. But this is about faith, believing in Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. So it's time. So yeah, so like I said, you know, and we talked about earlier in, what was it, 20? We were talking about earlier that, you know, should die with fire and brimstone, and that's when they're gonna have those thermonuclear fire. Because as you see right now, there's a lot of shit talking between Iran and Israel right now, and it's not looking good. And now not a Jew is you know, he's trying to bring in Putin. I mean, bring in Donald J. Trump, because he said, you know, today they got Tel Aviv, tomorrow it'll be New York. So he's trying to like coerce You know, Trump like, get in here and fucking fight for us and shit. You know, even though Israel bombed the USS, a naval ship last century back in like 53 or 55, you can Google it. You know, these small hatters, man, they're something else. They're the least of them, but the scriptures say the least of the flock should draw them out. So, you know, you see how Putin's even trying to get involved, saying like, look, man, if you touch Iran, you know, you're gonna have some real serious problems because Iran is backed by Russia and by China. You know, so we're already in the midst of World War III, but we still have to wait for this micro C hip, man. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, very good.
All right.
I like that.
We still have to wait for the micro C hip to. That's one of the main last two prophecies that need to take place. Is the micro C hip becoming mandatory for all people to have to take, and you know World War III. So.
All right, you ready?
Why the Spirit has, you know, men all over the world, man, trying to prophesy, you know, that this is the times that we're in, where we're in World War III. You know, we're on the brink of famine, pestilence, teeth of wild beast, sedition among men, the sword for destruction. You can see the sedition among men is happening right now. Babylon is crumbling from the inside out. You got people fighting on all different fronts. Political front, racial front, gender fronts, classism fronts. You got people fighting on all different facets of this whole, you know, sedition. So it's real out here, man. People losing jobs by the hundreds of thousands, tariffs. You know, this technocracy wave is really like sweeping people off their feet. And they're purposefully, anytime the government takes away the citizens' rights, is a blatant expression that the government is against the people. And people are just too fucking stupid. You know, you got Edomites all on YouTube crying like banshees, nigga, and it's beautiful. Call Shalawam Yahweh, Shem Yahweh for that, because it's beautiful. Now it's their turn to fucking feel it. The curses of Deuteronomy 28, chapter 15 to 68 is now falling upon the heathen nations, mainly the Edomites, pursuant to Deuteronomy 30 and 7. Okay, and now these Edomites, they're getting sick. They're taking them COVID jabs. The poison from the air, from the food, and the GMOs is killing them. They have more still premature and still births per capita here in Babylon. They're the real minority. They can't work. They're sick. They're stupid. They're getting, you know, it's beautiful, man. But I'll do it. Lord willing, I'm gonna do another video later on today. Talk with some more in detail about, you know, about the RFID and things that you can take to help you out with the Jizab, just in case if you took it, and if you didn't take it, you know, still things that can help, because you got to think. They remember when they tried to show like we get assassination attempts are probably, I probably had about 1,000 to 3,000 at least assassination attempts through food and water and stuff before I even knew that I was an Israelite, because they tried to kill us. Remember Psalms the 83rd chapter. Every Jake out here has probably had at least 1,000 assassination attempts on them by the time they're 20 years old, or by the time they're 10, via the food and the fucking chemtrails and all that shit that they douse us with on a continual basis. Okay? Because they know that we're the people of God and they want to cut us off from being a nation. Psalms the 83rd chapter, verse 6. All right? And that's part of how they do it, through these fucking jabs, this fucking GMO food, psychological warfare, gang violence, guns and dope, chemtrails, you name it, doctrine. Okay? So with that, I'm gonna go ahead and end it, unfortunately, but hopefully, Lord willing, I'm gonna be back later on today, okay? So, yo, to the hopeful elect, stay strong, Shalawam, okay? Call Shalawam Yahweh, Shem Yahweh, Shem qadash. Like the Spirit be saying through Elder Malcolm, Kwam Yasharala, and a Baba Ball. Y'all stay strong now, him. All right.